Hey, what's up? I'm sure you've heard of drugs called Ozempic, Wegovy, whatever other silly names they have. They are from what I know, they're for diabetics to help, not have diabetes anymore. But what most people are using them for these days is weight loss because those drugs inhibit your appetite so that you're not stuffing your face, and it's a lot easier to lose weight that way. What I think is if you don't have diabetes, I really don't think you should be taking them. And if you do, you're a pussy. Just kidding. Kind of. I used to be really, 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 really against these drugs because I lost 100 pounds myself. And, deep down, I do kind of want people to suffer for it. But deeper down, I want no one to suffer if possible. So I'm not a fan of it, but I was listening to a podcast recently where there was a doctor on there who shared a lot of my worldview in terms of, fitness and, the science behind it is sound. And he said basically, if you consider stuff like this cheating, then I guess you're not going to the hospital because that's cheating too. And I thought, you know what? That makes that makes some sense, right? If you go back 200 years, the way to heal yourself was with bloodletting or leeches. We have modern medicine, we have modern technology, we have casts, we have all this stuff that can be considered cheating, I guess. If you break your leg, just die, I guess this is the thing, right? But we don't have to do that anymore. We can, whatever you need, get the cast, you can heal your leg, you can do that. That's cheating. It's cheating Mother Nature, cheating death. I get it. So my perspective has changed a bit recently in that if you're a person who has a lot of money, does not give a fuck about the science behind weight loss, you want to be on those pills the rest of your life so you don't become a fatty again? I mean, I guess go for it, right? But what I want to suggest to you is don't do that. Don't be I was going to say don't be a pussy, but it's a choice you make. I'm going to say it's better to do it normally. And there's some good reasons for that. One, if you go through that pain, you're going to appreciate what you have. You ever heard the saying, easy come, easy go? If you can very easily lose weight with a drug or liposuction, something like that, you're not going to care. You're not going to care about your health or your intake. You're going to be like, oh yeah, whatever. I'll just do whatever. If things get bad, I'll just take the drugs, get the procedure again. Who cares? I got the money. When you go through it, for example, like me, I went through a whole bunch of shit to lose 100 pounds and I'm never, ever, ever, ever going to fall back to that weight. There's no way in hell. Because mentally, I've been there and I don't want to go back. That's something that's impossible for me to do because I suffered through that pain. I don't want to do it again. I really don't want to be fat again. I don't want to go through that whole process again. No, thank you. No drugs needed. Now, pain isn't really a benefit, I guess. So one benefit to doing the weight loss the natural way is you get a shit ton of discipline that applies to every form of your life as well. If you can put in effort day after day, week after week, month after month, in my case, year after year, that's going to harden your mind a bit. It's going to make it really capable of doing things that don't yield instant results. You're going to be capable of thinking long-term, working long-term. But if you just take a pill every day, every week, whatever it is, syringe, whatever, I don't know how they work, then it's just not going to have the same effect on your discipline. The only discipline you'll gain is, I got to take the dose. But that's not gonna help you much outside of that. And if you learn how to lose weight the natural way, you'll have knowledge in addition to that discipline. You'll have the knowledge as well. So if for whatever reason you start to go back up a bit, for whatever reason, you know exactly what to do to go back down. But if you're taking drugs, getting procedures, whatever, you're not going to know. You just know, I take this, I lose weight. You're not going to understand the body's energy expenditure. You're not going to understand caloric deficits. You're not going to understand what it takes to control your body's mass. You're just going to know, I take this, I lose weight. That's not going to be helpful for you long term. Now, I will say this, as I said before, if you're rich and you want to take drugs the rest of your life because you're too lazy to discipline yourself, okay, If you're one of those people who's like, I understand the science behind it. I get it. I know what caloric deficits are. I know I need them. I just don't want to deal with that shit. I'm going to take the drugs. Fuck this caloric deficit. Fuck eating less. I don't want to deal with it mentally. I'm just going to take drugs. You know what? You got me. Go for it. Go for it. If you understand what it takes, you just don't want to do it, then what can I tell you? Go for it, I suppose. But for everyone else, that's not how it's going to work. It's going to be, I'm lazy. I want to take this instead of I want to put in the change in my lifestyle to guarantee that I stay at a weight that I want to be. It is absurdly helpful to actually go through and build that discipline and then have that knowledge yourself, because you'll just be much more equipped to deal with other things in real life and to, accomplish things in real life. Okay, this is going to be a long-term thing. I got to put in the discipline, got to set the schedule. I got to do this. I got to have an understanding of this thing, and I'll make it happen. But weight loss, the natural way, helps you with that a lot, which is why I really recommend it. And I mean, another thing, doing the drugs, it's just like having a bunch of Dragon Balls and just wishing that you weren't hungry anymore. Like, would Goku do that? Did he ever wish to be stronger? No, never. He only wished for people to be not dead anymore, which is legit. It's fine. He did not wish for strength. Do you want to wish for weight loss and have it happen? Do you want a dragon to help you lose weight? Or do you want to do it yourself? So you don't need external help, right? Again, if you understand all this and you don't give a shit, you just want to take something to lose weight, go for it. But I heavily implore you to do it the natural way. That way, all you need to lose weight is this. You won't need a prescription. You won't need anything else. All you need is this. And that's better, isn't it? Do you want to be simping for big pharma? You want your doctor's shitty ass handwriting to be what stands between you and weight loss? Is that what you want? I don't think so, but some people, if you're rich, you'll think that. That's fine, I guess, but I implore you, please do it the natural way. If you want some help with that, actually check some of the links in the description. There's some stuff that could be helpful, probably. Anyways, I'm done. If you want more judgmental advice, subscribe if you don't. Bye-bye.